Notion can be very challenging to use if you don't have an overall overview of how it works. In this guide, I will be taking you through the basics of Notion and how you can use Notion effectively for your daily activities. Let's get started. Open your browser and type Notion in the search bar. I would also leave the link in the description so you can check it out from there. Select the first option and go ahead and sign up. But before you can sign up, you need to click on this Get Notion Free. You can sign up with Google or Apple or single sign-on SSO. And you can also sign up with your work email. Over here, in case you want to use Notion for your team, you can select this. But in case you want to use Notion for personal use, you go ahead and select this. And if you are a student and you want to use Notion, you can select for school. But for the purpose of this video, we are selecting personal use. If you don't know what to select or choose over here, you can skip that for now and proceed to create your account. After signing up, this is the interface that you see. So over here is your profile. Then you can use this arrow to close the sidebar. You can click on it to bring it back, and you use this option to create a new page. So when you click on this, you can create a new page which will be added to your private pages. You can use the search icon to search for anything at all that you want. And there is Notion AI. You can use AI in Notion to ask a question, draft anything, or brainstorm ideas. You can use Notion AI to get help with your code. You can draft an email, literally everything. So make good use of Notion AI. When you click on home, you get to see a summary of the pages that you visited recently. And from here, you can create a new page by just clicking on this plus sign. You can see that a new page will be created for you as well. When you get a message from a colleague, you get to see it here in your inbox. Over here in the private section, you get to see all the pages that you've created on, all the pages that you are working on, pages like get started, monthly budget, and weekly to-do list. If you want to have an overview of this, you click on it like this and you get to see how to structure or go about your to-do list. If you chose Notion for team, at the top over here, you would see workspace, and the workspace is a place whereby you get to see projects or pages that your team has created and you are collaborating with the team to work on. You can also explore Notion calendar by connecting it with your Google account. And over here at settings, you can manage your account from the settings tab as well. So you can see when you click on account, you can see your account. When you click on my settings, you can customize the appearance of your Notion interface. So there is light, there is dark as well. You can also customize the date and time, there is privacy, and you can view your history as well. Now to my connections, you can connect your Google Drive account, Figma, or Slack, and you can check this option here to see more. You can also select the language and the region, and you can upgrade if you want to upgrade. And over here are the settings. This is for workspace. So over here are the settings option. You can add a workspace as well and update it. And you have your team spaces. You can add a new team space by selecting this option. When you click on it, it gives you the option to add a new team space. So let's go with not a guide, and then you create team space. Now over here with sites, you can publish your website with Notion, but we won't be talking about that for now. You can also, when you click on security and data, you can do some customizations over there as well, and you can import folders and files into your Notion workspace. If you want to import a file, you select the type of file, whether PDF or CSV or Google Docs or any of this, and then you go ahead to import it. You can also use this option which says upload from your computer. So when you click on it, you get the option to upload from your computer as well. Now, when you navigate back to your interface, you can see that the team space that you created, it gets updated on the sidebar for you as well. So now over to templates. Over here, there are templates that you can use based on what you want to do. Templates over here, there are free and paid templates. In case you want to know if it's free or paid, you just have to check this option here. This is free to use. This is also free to use. In a situation whereby you want to use a habit tracker and you've seen a template that you want to use and it's free as well, all you have to do is click on the template and you add it to your pages. Now, after adding it to your pages, you can see that it has been added to your private pages for you. So you just have to click on it from this direction. From here, you can customize this template to your liking and preferences as well. Now, in a situation whereby you don't want to use a template, but you want to create a new page from scratch, all you have to do is click on this plus sign here to create a new page. But because I already have a new page, I'll go ahead and select that one. So let's go ahead and customize this page. So you can give a title to this page. When you hover your mouse on the title, you can add an icon or add a cover or add a comment. Now let's add an icon by clicking on this. There are emojis that you can add and there are icons that you can add as well. So you select the one that looks nice to you or the one that you want to use. I'm going to go with this. Okay, and then it gets added. If you want to remove it, you can use this option to remove it. If you want to select the icon color, you go ahead and select the color as well. And you can update it. In order to add a cover page, you just have to click on add cover and you can add cover. You can change by clicking on the change and then you can select images from Unsplash. I'll also leave the link in the description to Unsplash. Unsplash gives you free images that you can use. After selecting your cover, you can reposition the cover using this option. So you can drag the image and select it to fit the options that you want. After you are done with that, you go ahead and save position. Now, in order to add and edit content, just place your cursor wherever you want and start typing. After adding your content, when you click on this, it gives you options to comment on this content and you can have suggestions by clicking on this. You can ask AI for more details. You can delete by clicking on this. You can duplicate your content and you can turn the content into whether a heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, a page or paging or to-do list or bulleted list as well, numbered list, toggle list, code, a code, call out, and a whole lot. You can also copy the link. You can incorporate links into your content and you can change the color of your text as well. In case you want green text, you just have to select it. Then voila, your content will be, the color of your content will be changed. Now, in case you want to add a new block, you just click on over here and you can add a text, a page, a to-do list, a heading, or a table, or a bulleted list. So now we will be adding a quote over here. You click on quote and you see that. This is how you go about creating a page, a new page from scratch. You can go ahead and add more blocks, whether headings, to-do lists, activities, and other things. In order to use Notion AI in your page, you just have to select the AI tool from here and go with the options that are available here. Or you can give it a new prompt as well, but I would select make a table. And you go ahead and tell Notion AI what this table is about. So I'll say this table is about to-do lists. After Notion AI generates the content for you, you can go ahead and save the page, insert page, copy, or try again, and then get unlimited AI as well. Now, after working on your page, you can share or publish to the web by clicking on this option, and then you get to share with friends, or you can publish by clicking on publish as well. You can also go ahead and add this page to your favorite by clicking on this. When you select these three dots, you get a lot of options and you can customize your whole page. You can copy link, you can duplicate, you can move to trash, you can undo something if you've done something that you want to undo. You can update analytics, you can view version history, you can show deleted pages, you can export your page as well. This is all about Notion. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do well to check my next video if you are looking to have an overview of how Google Drive works. Thank you so much.